very tired, very jet-lagged, Maneet, yes.
But it's your first time seeing this place, which is truly incredible.
Oh, look at the sign! This is so cool. So to actually see it in real life is goosebumps right over here. This is Cuddle? Yes, this is Cuddle. It's amazing. Look at the cushions. The tiger. This took a week for them to. This is insane. We could do restaurants opening this.
Right.
This is such an exciting experience. You always see what happens once it's all done. You see the finished dish. You don't see the ingredients that go into it. And these are the ingredients.
We're so excited.
I'm so excited to be here. This is so beautiful. Gorgeous. All the spices. These colors and these textures, and yeah, you already made me cry once today. But it's nostalgia, and this is something that we've fought so long, right? Like we belong on the main stage. We are not side characters, and to see that it's being celebrated.
So Aria is Richard Branson's great-grandmother, and she had Indian lineage. Here we go. Pour it right here.
Light, refreshing, stimulating.
How cool is that? Full family style right now. The habanero mayonnaise, chicken 65, is gorgeous. This is just insanely amazing. This one is super full. So Golgappa shot. It has got potato, chickpea. There's a chicken war happening on our ship. The spices and herbs and flavor that is coming from that crab cake. Oh my god. These shrimp and grits are being so popular. It's vegan, but it's creamy.
It's vegan. Yeah.
And these mushrooms, I've heard they're famous.
Yes. On top of the lamb, that's the Buna sauce. Buna sauce is made with tomato and caramelized
Buna
onion.
sauce.
Yeah.
This lamb is so tender. It's like falling off the bone. Lamb biryani on the fork, in the mouth. The shrimp and the grits on the fork. Coconut curry leaves. This tapioca coconut pudding brings memories from home for me. Let's have a moment for the gulab jamun cheesecake. Do I have to remind you that we make all of our ice cream and sorbet in-house? Creamy, smooth, silky. For this restaurant to become something more than just a restaurant. You know, I said it before and I'll say it again. This restaurant didn't get built, it got felt by everyone.
Oh my God, I am so hungry right now. I am so hungry right now.
I gotta tell you though, Extra Virgin is still the boss. I'm sorry, I saw that.
I'm sorry, man. I'm gonna fight you on that one. Rojo and maybe Aria.
Is the boss.
Well, welcome everybody. I hope you enjoyed that. That was a little bit of a different countdown right there. Maneet and her new restaurant, Aria, on the Valiant Ladies. So Virgin Voyages has been going back in and revamping the Razzle Dazzle restaurants. And now we got Lucky Lotus, we got Rojo, and we have Aria. We're still waiting to see what Resilient Lady is going to get.
I don't even know, Walter. I don't even know. So
they don't tell you anything because they know you're going to tell me. Folks, if you're new to the channel, I'm Walter, your independent travel advisor with Where's Walter Travel. We book cruises, land, luxury, expedition. Most Thursday nights, I have the pleasure of hosting one of our travel partners. And tonight, I've got the amazing Mark here from Virgin Voyages. How you doing, Mark?
You know, I tell you what, hanging out with you today, I was so excited. I'm like 7:15. I'm like, oh, it's 30 minutes. 7:30. I'm like, oh, okay. Let me put on my new. Hey, make sure my shirt doesn't have any.
Your shirt looks good.
I
like it.
To hang with you because you are just a gem to talk to and to hang with. So
well, thank you. And folks, I got to tell you, he's even more fun when you hang out with him in person. We've done lunches. You've done a live presentation for us. We thank you very much for your support of Where's Walter Travel. You did some great work with Corey a few months ago. That was awesome. and today is like a momentous day, folks. I've been up since midnight. Actually, I've been up since I don't know when, but the Baltics opened up at midnight.
That's right.
Bit of a rough start, but now we're cooking with gas.
That's
folks,
right.
Virgin Voyages is going to the Arctic Circle.
That's right. North Pole, baby. North Pole.
I'm telling you, man, it is amazing. And as you can imagine, the website crashed last night. As we were all trying to book and do things and go crazy. And we all started yelling at Mark. We're yelling at Virgin Voyages.
Oh, trust me, I got it all.
But now...
You were kind, though, Walter. You were kind.
Now, yeah. I keep the worst thoughts in my head. No, I'm just kidding. No, but seriously, now these guys are cooking with gas. They've got everything worked out. There is actually still some inventory. They have four very special itineraries up in the Baltics. 2 of them being like 10 and 11 nights. It's absolutely spectacular with just one, going up into the Arctic Circle. But we'll be talking about that tonight.
Right.
Hey, let's see. So we got a question here. I don't know if Mark can answer this one, but when Resilient Lady goes into dry dock, will they keep the vegetarian forward menu in Razzle Dazzle for dinner?
So remember, Razzle Dazzle, remember, there's 20 plus, and I love saying the plus. Plus is important. 20 plus restaurants on board. Razzle Dazzle is one of the premium. But Razzle Dazzle, I like to say, is our chameleon. Because Razzle Dazzle is not going to be serving dinner anymore. Now it is. Oh, Walter, you see, she tried to catch me there. Did you see how she did that? I don't know the name of it. I don't know what cuisine it is going to offer, but no. So it is for brunch, and it is that's when you're going to be offered. So not dinner.
Yes. Yeah, so the so Razzle Dazzle brunch is still basically the same, although they have tweaked it. Like you've got a Asian dish or 2 in Lucky Lotus, you've got a Spanish dish or 2.
That's right.
But the primary menu is still there. It's just not there at night. At night,
right.
It's Rojo, it's Lucky Lotus, it's Aria, and
Yes. So,
what would you guys like to see?
Yes, exactly.
There's the question for tonight. You got one restaurant left to change. What would you guys like it to turn into?
Walter, that's a great question. I gotta tell you, I want to hear with what it will be, first of all, and then I want that data, and I'm going to pass that on straight to my team. So.
Oh, that's a good idea. So, folks. So remember, we got Mexican, we got Italian, we've got Asian, Spanish, we got Aria, which is your Indian cuisine. We've got our experiential dining,
which is
and Greek, Ethiopian, what else? There's some things out there. We'd love to hear what you guys would like to have.
Ooh, Jamaican. Hey, that's where I'm from.
Hey.
Don't leave us out. Hey, don't leave us out, Walter.
I don't have to, man. You brought it back in the table. Nicely done. Here, a little high five coming at you right there. Nicely done. So you can see one of the reasons why I wanted him on here. Mimi, obviously, with the restaurant and the menus, I will say Virgin Voyages is probably one of the more vegetarian, vegan friendly out there. Richard Branson, is he a vegetarian or a vegan, I believe?
I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
But I do know that he's very conscious of his health, I'm getting old as a man here. You're cutting back some of the craziness he used to do.
Yeah.
I see him do things that I'm like, oh my goodness.
Well, and then you see Sir Richard out there, and you're like, okay, all right, I'm a lot younger than he is, so I guess I better go out and do what he's doing.
You're right, and that's motivation.
And folks, of course, if you've got questions, obviously, we're having a discussion about cuisine, but if you've got questions about Virgin Voyages, the ships, the itinerary, please do drop them in. This is your opportunity. You've got about an hour with Mark right now. You can get as best as he can answer. Keep in mind, they keep things away from these guys because they know if they leak something to them, Hey, Walter.
I can't hold it.
You know what I just heard? So they know. So they keep stuff away from these guys,
I
but as
say I'm
best as we
sorry all
can.
the time because I'm like, I can't hold it. I can't hold it.
Oh my gosh. Travel nurse, you've been trying to change a cabin since you reserved it. Why is it so difficult to change? I really don't know, because I can change cabins at will as a travel agent. I would say reach out to your travel agent.
Yeah.
And see, even Virgin Voyages, if you book directly with them, it shouldn't be that hard to change the cabin unless the cabins are gone.
That's right.
Then
You're right. That's exactly.
then you wouldn't be able to. But as long as there's still cabins in that category, it should be. I mean, I usually just go in and I go, oh, there it is, click, take it, and off we go. That's one of the advantages working with a travel advisor. I have access to the deck plans and I can just take it. So, all right. So, oh, hey, good question. We're going to answer some of this, but since we haven't started a presentation, you've done lots of cruising but haven't used Virgin yet. You'd like the adults only model. You're going to love it when you get on the ship. Isn't Virgin somewhat of an all-inclusive model type?
Oh, I love that question because previous to Virgin Voyages, I was at Sandals for years. So I am just fully immersed in all-inclusive. I do love the all-inclusive vibe. I don't want the nickel and diamond. I personally don't want it. Very, very similar. However, there's a huge difference between an all-inclusive resort and an all-inclusive offering at sea like Virgin Voyages. Here is the biggest one. The biggest one is we offer more bucket list items in one trip. That's the big one. In one trip, you could, for example, Walter could send you South Caribbean, right? So you're going to South Caribbean and you're hitting Barbados. That is the gem of the Caribbean. You're hitting St. Lucia, the Hawaii of the Caribbean. You're hitting the garden, the garden parish, the garden island, which is Grenada, right? You're hitting all these beautiful places in one trip. While on an all-inclusive, you're on one island, you've chosen. The other big thing, though, is that all your food options are included. All your payment is included. It is adult only, like a lot of the other resorts out there. But what I love is that it's just a community of sailors, right? That is why we call him a first mate. When you go on board, you're a sailor, and then there's a captain and crew. You see how I just did that? That means that we are considering you a part of this entire experience. And that is why on Scarlet Night, we're going to say, make sure you dress in your red, because we are going to have one fantastic party together. That's the big difference.
That is for sure. Yeah. So, and just a quick breakdown on that. Your food, your Wi-Fi, and your soft drinks are totally included. Entertainment, like you said, totally included. What you have to pay for is your paid drinks, which would be specialty coffee, cocktails, beer, and wine. But you can get a bar tab.
I want to add something to that. You know, when you go to an all-inclusive, a lot of people don't realize this. I worked at all-inclusive for years. Right? Here's the thing with all-inclusive. By the way, make note of this, people, and make sure that you do this when you go to an all-inclusive. This is a tip. If you go to an all-inclusive and you say something like, give me an old-fashioned, here's the thing. Most people say to the bartender, give me an old-fashioned and do this. Yeah, honey, yeah. Bad idea! Here's the reason why. Even if you're at a top-notch all-inclusive, if you say, give me something like an old-fashioned, mix me a cocktail, old-fashioned or rum and coke, I promise you, if you see the bartender going low like this, woof, what you're getting is the house liquor. House liquor is actually what you're getting. The call brands. Not the call brands, the house brand. And they're going to be taking it up. There's no name on it sometimes, right?
Yeah.
And you're going to be getting that. While if you're at Virgin Voyages, you have a bar tab. And so you can say whatever you want. Whatever you want on the shelf, whatever top shelf liquor that you want, you're going to get.
Gotcha. Yeah, and he's right. Like when you go to On the Rocks, which is a whiskey bar, All the whiskeys are right there, and you just tell them which one you want
One
when
you
you do
want.
it.
Yep.
Yeah. And if you buy a bar tab in advance, Virgin Voyages tops it up with some money. You know, depending on how much you buy, they'll top it up with more and more and more. So,
350.
yeah. Travel nurse, I see that you responded. You didn't pick the cabin. So when you book on Virgin Voyages and you book by yourself, Virgin does assign the room. That's just how it works. You can't pick your room. The only way you can pick your room is to work with a travel advisor or to call Virgin Voyages and make the booking. But you should have been able to change it unless it's a lock it in. If it's a lock it in, then you cannot change it. Or if you booked with the base fare. If you book with the base fare, you can't change it.
That's
If
right.
you booked with essential or higher, you can change it.
That's correct.
Yeah, that's one of the changes, and some people may not realize that. But if you book with the base fare, you are locked in. That's your room.
That
And that's
could
the
be-
only room you're going to have.
That could
Yeah.
be it.
Yeah. So, all right. Oh, hey, Annette is looking forward to her first cruise to Alaska on the amazing, brilliant lady. She's a lovely ship.
That's right. Couple of
Sure.
tips there, Annette. Number one, make sure you layer up because it could go from warm to very, very cold. So layer up. And number two, I also love the fact that on Virgin Voyages, you know, on most ships we have a cruise director. You know, on Virgin, no cruise directors. So there we have what's called the happenings crew, the happenings team. And what you'll find is that in Alaska, there's 2 extra happenings crew member. One is the lumberjack that you know how to throw an axe, right?
I love it. I love
And
it.
one is the naturalist, and it's a doctor, a retired doctor on board to help you discover new animals and you know the landscaping and so on, right?
That's very cool. Very, very cool. So, folks, Mark has a little presentation here, especially if you're new to Virgin Voyages. You've never gone on it. Mark's had a great presentation. He's going to do the introduction. Keep the questions coming. We'll break up the flow of it with some questions, but keep them coming. I am a top 100 Virgin Voyages sales agent for the past 3 years in a row, so we kind of know these ships backwards, forwards. We've been on all 4 ships. We love them. There's minor differences between them. Brilliant has the most differences. But if we can help you in any way plan your travels, just reach out because our services are 100% free to you. So why wouldn't you? So myself, Corey, Mindy, or now John will help you out planning your trip. So without further ado, Mark, I'm going to bring up your presentation, turn it over to you. And folks, please do keep asking your questions.
Excellent. And let me know when you can see the screen.
It is up.
Excellent. Well, let me endorse Walter just for a second here, guys. When you it's really important. You know, some people will go, you know, it doesn't really matter. I can book it myself. If you have someone of the caliber of Walter, why on earth would you book anything else? Why would you use any other methods? Here's a gentleman who have sailed on all our ships, who've been around the world, know our service, know the destination well, and is going to recommend. Oh, I didn't say suggest, I said recommend some of the very best in terms of experiences and travel for you. I highly recommend Walter. All right? So,
Thank you.
we're going to talk about, absolutely. Today we're going to talk about Virgin Voyages, and this is a little story, so just follow along with me, right? Ahoy there, sailors! And you are called sailors. I already told you about that. I told you that there's a captain and there's a first mate. Walter's our first mate. Walter, by the way, is called first mate because he is second in command to our captain. That's why we love travel advisors. We call them first mate, right? So, if you notice, this gentleman on your screen here, you can see him. He is Sir Richard Branson. So he is as eclectic as they come, as way out there as they come. He has a saying that I absolutely love. He said when, you know, if there's an idea that, you know, he looks at and it's a little risky, but he knows it's a good idea and it's going to change the world, he said, screw it, let's do it. I absolutely love that. So yes, he had this idea. This, by the way, Virgin Voyages is his largest investment to date. So this man is truly one of world's best. Talking about world's best. So if you've ever gone on Travel and Leisure magazine, right? You'll quickly realize that this is one of the premier media in the world that talks about travel, right? Well, every year, Travel and Leisure magazine and website, by the way, offers what's called World's Best Award. And can I tell you guys? Can I tell you? 4 years in a row, 4 years in a row, we've won the number one cruise line out there, the number one ocean cruise line in the entire world, right? The entire year, 4 years in a row. Now, what's even more remarkable is that we started sailing our very first ship, and we have four, 1, 2, 3, 4 guys. There are competitors out there with over 100. We have four, 1, 2, 3, 4. We started sailing in 2021. So now it's 2026, guys. And for the last 4 years, we just won the award last month. So for 2026, 2025, 2024, 2023, we've won World's Best Cruise Line Award. And that is because of you, sailor. You've chosen it. It's a form that you fill out and you vote, right? However, there is one award that is not here that I'm going to put on my next slide. I'm going to put on my next time I do this. I'm going to put this award on because I have a lot to do with it, Walter. It is Best Nightlife at Sea Award, and it's Wave Award, and I'm pretty sure I have a lot to do with that award. So Best Nightlife at Sea.
I have not seen you dance yet, so I don't know how much you've had to do with it.
You don't know me yet. Walter ain't got nothing on me. Walter, you know why people love us. The main reason.
Oh my God.
Walter.
I knew this was going to go off the rails pretty quick. I didn't realize it was going to be this quick.
Let me tell you, Walter, you know, when you have a cruise line that is kids free, here is what you'll quickly notice, especially like at Scarlet Night. You're in the party with everybody. You're having a great time. Everybody's dressed in red, and you look across, and here's Grandma backing it up, baby. Grandma and Grandpa are just dancing, having a great time. And for a moment, Walter, you look at them and you say, you know, if the kids were here, they would not have been doing that. That is why Virgin Voyages is so fantastic. Whether it's couples, whether it's groups together, whether it's the multi-generation, so you're talking grandma, you're talking, you know, the older kids, older than 18, or whether you are a solo sailor, it is for you. The first thing you have to figure out, though, is that you are a person that don't want to travel with kids all the time.
Yeah.
You deserve it. So here is what the ship looks like. This is what it looks like from the app. And I can tell you, what I love about Virgin Voyages is that the size is just right. It is that Goldilocks just little zone, right? So what that means is that at 110,000 gross tons, it has a little over 2,770 sailors. It's about 2,000. It's a little bit more than 2,700. It's 2,770, and that's your max, right? Which means that if you compare us with other ships, you'll quickly realize that they have about 100 or 200 more sailors on board. Why we don't have that is because as you walk through the ship, Walter, what you will realize is that this is designed for all type of activities. There are little rooms, all type of things. Here's a thing that you might not know. There are 23 music zones on a Virgin Ladies ship.
Yes. We talked to Jeremy about that on an episode. That was very cool.
Well, it's very, very cool because you walk through, you can see that this is a playground, an adult playground that was designed very, very well. By the way, designed by folks in England. So you know these guys have this sense of right? You know Tom Dixon, by the way, is the top English designer. So what you're looking at here is that question that about the all-inclusive feature that Virgin Voyages offer. It is absolutely true. And we actually have calculated that based on everything that you're being offered here, which is free Wi-Fi. No, wait, did I say free, Walter? I don't mean free. I mean included. Included
Right.
Wi-Fi. You paid for it, but it's included. There's the fitness class, right? And let me tell you, there's all type of fitness class. There are all types of fitness classes that you can take advantage of, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it is, your fit FIT, which is crazy, I'll talk about that later, or something else. Maybe it's yoga, it's available to you. All the entertainment is available to you, and of course the 20 plus dining option. But the part that really gets people is when other cruise lines are charging them for sparkling water and sodas and tea and drip coffee. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Competitors, stop doing it. Now,
Yeah.
if you are a drinker, and if you notice the younger generation, there's a whole slew of younger generation that are not drinking alcoholic beverages. And we realize this. We realize that there's just some people that don't want alcohol tab for the entire room. Come on. What if my wife doesn't drink alcohol? She has to pay? That's not right. So instead, what we do is we offer what's called a bar tab. And the bar tab is just up there in New York City or LA, where you are at a nice restaurant and you're at this nice bar and you don't want to pay every time you get a nice cocktail. No. So what you do is you get a bar tab. And like Walter said earlier, every time you put your, I always advise you to make sure that you buy your bar tab before, because when you do that, you get that for $200, you get 25, for $300, you get 50, right? And here is a tip to you. Walter, here's a tip to them. Calculate your drink at an average of about $7 to $10. That's kind of where you are in terms of your wines and beer. Beer is probably about $6. Wine, $7-ish, right? You can calculate how many drinks you're going to need by looking at that kind of $6 to $10 range, right? All right, let's talk food. So,
yes,
Walter, surprise, no buffets, Walter. No buffets.
Yeah.
My goodness. You know why?
And
no
it's sweet.
buffets? Oh, no buffets, because we want it to be fresh and we want it to be a la carte, meaning you go there and you tell them what you want, whether you're sitting down on the menu or you're standing. In the galley, by the way, is just a collection of Michelin star designed food outlets, right? Small little restaurants. And you sit there and you are just, ordering, either standing up like me, ordering and say, hey, I want the shrimp in it. No, don't put too much shrimp, but, that's me, Walter.
Yeah.
Or we have 6 plus, remember we talk about the chameleon, we have 6 plus premium dining options, and all you need is a reservation for those ones. And we'll talk about that in a minute.
Yep.
Let me show you what it feels like to be on board the Virgin Voyages Lady Ship.
Sure. Yeah, so much good food. So much good food. Now, and before you go into the entertainment, I do want to get to a question, but I want to just mention, you saw all that food in there. You don't pay a dime for everything that you saw. Now, in some of the restaurants, there is something called treat yourself, like a tomahawk steak in the wake if you want to. But I've been on 8 Virgin Voyages. I paid for one thing on all of those, and it was the lobster paella in Rojo. So 8 voyages, I don't know how many meals I've had. I've had amazing meals. And let me tell you, if you're a fan of Thanksgiving at sea, on Valiant Ladies, they did Thanksgiving every night in all of the restaurants, but they all did it differently. So if you wanted to get the Thanksgiving meal, you had an opportunity to try it 6 different ways, and that was so freaking cool. So freaking cool. So Mark has a question about status matching. Does Virgin Voyage do anything in the way of loyalty matching? He's not tied to any one line, but a match would be nice.
Yes. So, Mark, that's my namesake. That's such a great question. Here is the reason why I know that's a great question. I always smile when I get that question. Here's the reason why. Mark, they do. Virgin Voyages do. But it's a surprise. We do it like maybe once or twice a year, and then I, the BDM, don't know. And we wake up in the morning on a Monday morning, and then suddenly it's being done, and then it's done for a week, and then that's it.
Yeah.
So it comes on and off, but yes, we do, but it's not a routine thing. It's just we have no idea. Look out for the next one. And that is why, to be honest with you, that is why if you are a big fan of traveling is important in your life because you deserve this and you follow Walter. That is why it's so important to pay attention to what's going on. Because remember, your happiest pictures in your phone are when you're on vacation. So that is why a person like Walter exists. So follow Walter. He will tell you when it's time for you to move your points from one cruise line to the other. So trust me, it's fun.
Yeah,
Guys,
and go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I just wanted to go back to the food real quick, Walter, because I want to reveal 2 things that the people who are watching, your loyal fans and your followers, probably don't know. So 2 things. Number 1, you can now, on all 4 ships, lady ships, you can now put your name on a wait list, and it's electronic, it's digital, and you don't have to be standing in front. You could be in the pool.
Oh, nice.
Walter, you could be in the pool, because I know Walter.
Finally, I love it.
And then Walter see the alert on his phone, and Walter in mid-sentence is running out with his Speedo shorts. Oh, can you guys see the visual? Yes, Walter.
No. I
Running.
will have my normal trunks on, running.
But you can do that now. So that's number 1 thing I want to tell you about that.
That's cool.
Very, very cool. Number 2 is the ability to share your table. Now, here is the question I'm going to answer, because I'm going to answer before you ask me. The person who is asking for the table to be shared does not have control. The control is the couple or single who already have the table. Then you can go in and you can say, I'm willing to share my table, and that's when we will introduce it to a new friend, right?
Cool.
So that is 2 things that are new.
And one thing to add on to that, if you're traveling solo, Virgin Voyages sets up a table in a different restaurant each night. That if all the solos come on and sit together, you all just go to that table. And that's kind of a neat way to mix and match with your fellow solo travelers.
That is a great point. Let me add to that. When you get on board, head down to, first of all, you can go down to the sailor services, which is our front desk. Find out what time is the meeting, the first meeting. It's at Grounds Up. Grounds Up is our coffee shop. Ground Up. So you go to Ground Up, you meet with it's actually the group's team on board, and they have an entire itinerary with experiences for single folks and so on. And how I look at it is you can taste a little bit of it. You probably don't want all of it, but you want to taste a little bit in and out.
Right.
Just like Walter was saying, you spend one night dining with the group, and then the other nights you do your own thing.
Yeah. And since we're talking about food, how well does Virgin Voyages handle allergies such as seafood or shellfish? Good question.
And let me tell you, if you're on a Virgin Voyages ship and you're in the middle of the North Pole, that's important, okay? So yes, the first thing you want to do is to let your first mate know. Let Virgin Voyages know. The first mate will let Virgin Voyages know. We are making sure that we designate, we assign that tag to your reservation that you have food allergies. There's also a culinary desk on every single ship. And then the last thing is that before you talk to your server, the server should say to you, are you allergic to anything, so that they can then alert you. But we know we are following your journey along the ship, and that is a very important point because you're in the middle of the ocean. This is important, you know. So yes, we have it.
Yeah, their Virgin Voyages, I think, is one of the better cruise lines, you know, handling allergies and special dietary needs. But it all starts with trying to let the ship know before you get on board, so at least they know. And then certainly once you're on the ship, it doesn't hurt to go walk around to the restaurants if you wanted to and just talk to the various maitre d's, talk to the hosts, let them know.
And it should out and talk to
and like Mark says, if I already let Virgin Voyages know, it should already be flagged on your reservation, so they're already going to know. But great question, and I think Virgin is one of the better cruise lines at handling food situations. So great.
You're
awesome.
Right.
Keep the questions coming.
I love
Mark, let us entertain you. Tell us about entertainment, which is amazing, by the way, people.
You know, it's Walter, I just believe that on Virgin Voyages, you work hard, right? You work hard. My goodness, you're a teacher, you're a doctor, you're a nurse. You work hard. And you deserve that 1 or 2 weeks where you are going to just, man, you're going to have the time of your life, right? You and your partner, you and your friends. Well, we believe that it is our duty to make sure that at nights or in the day, because it's all hours, all day, all night, we are going to provide a world-class service. Can I tell you a little secret that most people don't know? So the happenings crew, especially the entertainment crew, the people who do the pantomimes and so on, they train and they get their activities perfect right here in Orlando, where I am. Right here in Orlando. They're right here in Orlando, meaning you're talking about some of the very best people from Disney or Universal Studios who have decided to work for Virgin Voyages because it's more fun, obviously. So,
it's a fun cruise line. Yeah, and I'll tell you what, Lola's Library, whatever that is such a fun show on Brilliant. And then Red Hot is amazing.
Persephone, that's the one I like. Let me tell you,
my God, that's hilarious.
Walter, the first time you go to that show and you're in the crowd as it starts, and you hear the first F-bomb. The first F-bomb make you go...
Just the whole show. The whole show.
It's all adults. So the F-bomb is okay. You know, like, whoa, but it hit you really hard because you're like, did she just say that? And then you look around
it's just
and
so funny.
And it's just so much fun.
It's a really fun show. Yeah.
I love that. So this is Scarlet Night that you're looking at. The Scarlet Night is what most people would consider the epitome of all fun on board. Notice everybody's in red because we ask that you participate. It is your event. But for Scarlet Night, the first night is Pajama Night. And oh, by the way, Pajama Night, oh my goodness, you would never believe. It is actually the most elegant night. You would not believe how cool, especially these ladies. Gentlemen, we have a far way to go, Walter, to catch up to these ladies. These ladies they're in their robes, darling. They're silk robes and their 3-piece, 4-piece suits and their fluffy pink slippers, okay? The men, not so good, okay? And then, of course, Scarlet Night. But like I said, what's beautiful about the entertainment is that because we have the happening crew that are catering, whether it's the trickster, you know, the guy who's doing his little cards everywhere,
right?
The guy I follow, or a soloist or a band. You're talking 1 o'clock in the morning. You are by the roundabout, which is the center of the ship, and there's a band playing R&B, right? Just because. And then you walk over to the Manor, and there's a world-class DJ in the double-floor Manor nightclub. Or you go to the back, which is the dock or the dock house, and there's another amazing soloist just belting out tunes. That is what I think. There's something everywhere. Walter, let's talk about wellness for a second.
No,
this is my favorite thing. I like waking up super early in the morning, and I go to the top of the very ship, and on there there's what's called a runway, and I love going there as we pull into port, because then you're doing two things at the same time. You're actually observing where you're going, and you're also exercising. So you're running and you're doing things. But what I love is that what we consider wellness is a total experience, and it is all included. Whether it's the B complex, which is a 4-piece gym, where, man, let me tell you, it doesn't close. So you are running at 1 o'clock in the morning. You know, or it's yoga class, or Walter. I did the fit class. You ever done fit before, Walter?
No.
Don't do it,
No.
Walter. Don't do it.
No. Here's what I do on every ship. I go to the gym.
Yep.
I have my coffee. I look around. Yep, very nice gym. But I go to the gym on every single ship.
Walter, let me tell you, I did the fit class one time. Walter, the fit class, if you don't know it, guys, FIT, it's
don't do it.
circuit. So you do the little circuit with the trainer, and these are
Yeah.
really good trainers. And Walter, I should have known when I walked in there with my little punch, my little belly, and I look at that guy, and he's like 6'6" and chiseled. I should have known, Walter.
See, I did the boy band dance class. That was fine. I was good with that. I was totally good with that. You know, I could totally do it.
Next time I'm going to look for that. Exactly. I want to show you what our cabins look like, because this is your respite. Remember,
Oh my God.
Are, especially on sea day, you're going to have a fantastic time. There's always something happening, but then you need a break.
Yeah.
Every now and then you need a break. And so what will happen is that you go back to your sea terrace or your sea view or your inside cabin. By the way, the sea terrace, those are the ones with the balcony. We have the majority of the ship with that configuration. So most of the time you're getting a sea terrace. You step across your hatch, and when you go outside, there's a hammock waiting for you. And let me tell you, you don't know how cool the hammock is until you go climb up in that hammock with your book or with your podcast and fall asleep. There's nothing like that.
Rebecca sleeps in them every time we go on the ship. She will just sleep like overnight outside.
Oh, she does?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, she loves it. It's so comfortable in that hammock. Until you've experienced it, you don't understand it. Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to try that. I've done the podcast.
Yeah.
I've tried the book reading. It's
Oh yes. Sit out there. You got that little breeze blowing on you. Oh, it's so beautiful out there.
Well, that's the problem. Because you bring your book out there, Walter, and you say you're going to read, and then you start reading, and you just, it doesn't work out, Walter. It doesn't work out.
No.
So,
but
if it's a special occasion, Walter, like it's your birthday or you're retiring from, your place of work after 45 years, or, it's your anniversary.
Mark, do we even need a reason? You're going on a cruise. How about that?
Or you don't need a reason
You
at all.
don't need a reason. The cheeky corner suite is just waiting for you back there. Why do you need a reason?
About the best that we can offer. And that's what it's called. It's called a rock star quarters. And there's also a rock star if the rock star is not enough for you. You know what I love about it? It comes with a butler. It comes with a butler. It comes with your bar already curated. So if you like to wake up in the morning and you're going to have your little alcohol in the morning. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yes. Walter, don't judge me. I am having my little drink in the morning.
Absolutely. We brought mixers. We had lemons and limes brought up to the room. Oh yeah.
That's right. And then what I also love is that we also have access those rock stars suite. Also have access to, or the sailors in those rock star suite also have access to Richard's rooftop, which is at the very top of the ship, and it's very private, and it's a great place to go chill out in those hot tubs, right? Or those
absolutely.
Those thermal baths, right?
Yeah. Now, before you jump into the itineraries, I want to grab a couple of questions because they've been patiently waiting. I don't think we can really answer this one. You'd like to expand the room service menu. One thing I can tell you, because Mark will take that information back, but one of the best things you can do is to fill out that survey at the end of the cruise. Because they look at that stuff. Virgin's probably like the best at looking at, that'd be easy enough. We can just do that, can't we? And then the head chef will come up with a recipe, and there you go. Now, there are chicken wings. I can tell you, they have excellent chicken wings at the Social Club Diner. They're amazing. And they're open till like 2 in the morning or midnight or something like that. So if you haven't had the wings at the Social Club Diner yet, oh, they are so good.
Oh my God. Walter, let me give a warning on that. Let me give a warning. Don't eat those chicken wings at about 4 o'clock, because here's the problem. It will mess up your dinner.
I know.
Walter, you ever done that before? Oh my goodness.
I'd done like the Reuben hot dog at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Stupid.
Don't do it. Don't do it. It will mess up your dinner.
Totally stupid.
Hold out. Take one. Grab one, or if it's a hot dog, have half of the hot dog.
Yeah. By the way, here's a hidden secret. A lot of people find this like on the last day of the cruise and go, I didn't know this was here. Up on deck 16, at the front of the pool, there's a place called the Sun Cafe. And it has poke bowls and bao buns. And those poke bowls are outrageous. And I remember our first cruise, it was like the last day. We're like, what is this thing doing up here?
Yes. I got to tell you, it is almost like a little surprise. Because
it is.
I got to tell you, the last time I was on the ship, we were talking among ourselves, and one of my teammates, Angela, said, Mark, you got to go try it. And I swear, I came off and I didn't try it, and I was so mad at myself.
Oh, dude. We actually do that, so when we first come on the ship, we've got one of two things we're going to do. We're either going down to the dock for tapas, or we go directly to the Sun Cafe for the poke bowl.
Right. That's right.
Yeah.
You're right. That's a really good tip.
Benny, we're sailing with a group of 6 in January. When can we make reservations so we know we're all sitting together? That depends on the level that you booked at. If you're a rock star, it'll be 120 days before the cruise. If you're a sailor with premium, it'll be 60 days before the cruise. If you're a sailor with essential, it'll be 45 days before the cruise. And if you're a sailor with the base fare, it'll be 15 days before the cruise. How did I do, Mark?
You did great. But Walter, remember there's one more.
Oh.
Group. If you are a part of a group, you actually get access 75 days prior.
You do.
Which is awesome.
You do. Yes. You do, yes. And Benny, just so you know, you can link all of your reservations together. So like one person should be able to book for all 6 people without a problem.
Exactly right.
Yeah. And hey, do you know when Bermuda 2028 will be released? You have any idea?
Can I tell you? That's the one that we are asking for, and we don't know yet. We're asking for it internally too, because here's the reason why. I want to give you a little surprise. The Bermuda sailing this year had the lowest fare I have ever seen on a cruise.
They were a great fare.
$596 per person.
Yeah.
So everybody's looking for that, because we realize that that's a great way to sail on Virgin, and it overnights in Hamilton. So Bermuda. So that,
and as we said a couple of times, they don't tell these guys. In fact, the whole Baltics thing was a surprise, as much a surprise for these guys as it was for us.
That's exactly right. We're trying to figure it out the same time.
Because you can see how close Mark and I are. He is not going to hold back anything. The minute he finds out something. So hopefully soon. I mean, we're getting toward, we're sliding towards Q3.
That's right. So
pretty soon, a lot of 28 is dropping because everybody's like, oh man, they dropped. So I'd give it another couple of months. We should see it.
Yes. Yeah. And now that Walter knows that that's what you like, Walter is going to certainly be reaching out to you and letting you know.
Yeah, just shoot me an email. Just remind me. We have a whole watch list now.
There you go.
That's one thing that we do as a travel advisor and working with travel advisors. We have a whole watch list now. I have an assistant, Phoebe, who is amazing. She's on it. So that is one thing that we can do for you is watch. Okay. And I was up at midnight this morning booking Arctic Circle.
Ladies and gentlemen, trust me, I heard all about this.
Mark got the email at 12:05.
Trust me, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
I heard all about it this morning.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So let's just say we had a little technical hiccup last night, and everybody heard about it. But everything's great now. If you're still trying to get on one of those Baltic voyages, just reach out. There is space, a little bit of space, not a whole lot of space, but there's still some space left on the Baltic. And as of before we started the show, the Arctic Circle still had some space on it. So
that's the one. That's
reach out
right now. Everybody's talking about.
Everybody wants to be on that. You're going north of the Arctic Circle. Come on.
mean, that might be a one-time deal. So,
And who knows? Somebody special could very well be on that one because you're going to the Arctic Circle.
that's right.
Some of my sailors met him in Alaska,
That's
just hanging out. Yeah. It's so much fun.
Let me talk about the Caribbean because this is
All
my
right.
zone.
Go.
Ladies and gentlemen, there are 7,000 islands in the Caribbean.
Jamaica's in the Caribbean, right? No, I'm
And
just kidding.
Jamaica is certainly the Caribbean. You ever realize that this Jamaica voyage, any voyage that Jamaica is on, doesn't have many more stops because
No.
it's so epic. So if you
Yeah.
have never been to Jamaica, promise me that you'll go. Jamaica is the capital of tourism in the Caribbean, and we go right into Ocho where you literally can get off the ship on the port and walk across the street to Duns River Falls. That's how
Nice.
close you are. So, guys,
Nice.
we have 40 itineraries in the Caribbean. We love the Caribbean. We leave the Caribbean. We like to say after all the other ships are gone, you'll see us sailing out. We sail really slow so that you can see the sunset over these pristine skies.
Oh,
You
nice.
are sailing to islands that have either volcano gray, white, or golden sand, like in Jamaica. There are 200 of them, so you know. The short
Nice.
things, we don't do large group short things. We do small group short things. Why? Because we believe in the entire holistic experience. We really do. And so, Caribbean is big for us. We go whether it's Caribbean, whether it's West Caribbean, whether it's South Caribbean, all the way down to Barbados, which is the most easterly Caribbean island. We go all the way there. And we also go, of course, into the Mexico Peninsula right there, and we also do that as well. So, Caribbean, when you're coming back from Caribbean voyages, whether it's sailing out of Terminal V, Miami, or you're coming through Puerto Rico, which is what I like because I like Puerto Rico because then it goes deeper into the Caribbean.
Yeah.
So, penultimate day, your last day at sea, you're going to pull into this place, and this is the vibe. Time of your life, I told you. Time of your life. You know what
Oh
I
my
love
gosh.
about Bimini? I love the fact that in Bimini, remember, the ship gets there, it gets there once a voyage. So if there's seaweeds on other beaches, I promise you there ain't no seaweed on our beach because we know you're coming and we're going to prepare the party for you. Whether it's drinks, which are on board, they're going to come off the ship. You're going to have your bar tab. You're going to be able to use your bar tab in Bimini. We have all the floaties, all the cabanas, get a cabana, your
The
group.
floaties are so much fun.
So much fun. I love Bimini. This is your relaxation area. You don't have to always be in the party.
Nope.
You can be relaxing like Walter working. Trust me, guys. When Walter goes, this is where Walter is sitting down working for you.
Probably.
Takes a break. This is what it looks like.
It's just so pretty. The pools are gorgeous, everybody.
Gorgeous.
They are. And the beach is one of the nicest. This is my favorite beach. One of my favorite beaches in all of the Caribbean.
Golden sand. Golden sand.
It's so pretty. And it's very shallow. You can walk out. You can probably walk out well over 100 yards from shore and still touch the bottom.
That's exactly right. The beautiful island of Bimini. And you know, this is your last day. So we want you to have such a fantastic time. And we're leaving there at 6. So that then your day is done. You feel like your vacation is wrapping up and you feel like you're wrapping it up in a really good way. I want to show you just some of the itineraries that you can enjoy. Look at this easy one. This one is so easy that you should be doing this. Walter, your clients should be doing this 4 times a year.
Well, I'll go to Key West every week if I could.
You see what I mean? 4 times a year you should be doing this. Starting at $500 per sailor? Man, you should be doing this every time, right? Terminal V. This is another really popular one. You could be going into the Dominican Republic. Dominican Republic lately have done such a good job with their tourism where whenever you go, my wife is from Dominican Republic, so I'm always there.
Oh,
Yeah, the roads are amazing, really good roads. And then each destination, each little stop that you make is so well thought out. And even the
nice.
towns, as you go through the towns, they have the name of the town in colors with big blocks, and it will say something like Manzanilla or Man. I love that. I love the forest. I
Love
love
it.
the waterfall. It's really beautiful.
Love
But
it.
then, if you're doing the Caribbean, you have to do Southern Caribbean. This is
Mm.
the big boy. This is where you are leaving from San Juan, Puerto Rico, and you're going down into the Caribbean.
Yeah. This is
Barbados.
nice.
Oh, so nice. Whether you're doing
This is
Castile,
nice.
oh, Curacao.
Yeah.
There's some that does Curacao and Bonaire. Now, let's talk about Europe, because some people don't really want to fly into Europe and over, how hot it is. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
gosh, everybody talk about this summer. My mom lives in London, Walter. She talks about the heat this year. The
Yeah.
heat is really bad this year.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing: if you're coming with us, you don't have to worry about the heat. Well, you worry about the heat in the day when you're traversing,
Right.
the Amalfi Coast. But if you're on the ship, you don't have to worry about that. And of course, we have 50 plus itineraries, plus the 5 itineraries that we just revealed today that's going up into the,
Yeah.
north of Amsterdam. So we're all
Amazing.
Europe. We sail from Barcelona, we sail from, Athens, we sail from Portsmouth in England, and now we sail from
Amsterdam.
Amsterdam. Thank you very much. It's brand new. Amsterdam, and we go from Amsterdam in the Netherlands. Yep. So we go north
Yes.
of the Netherlands, and
We were
love
just there a month and a half ago. What a cool
Yeah.
place to sail out of.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. This is one of my favorite. That's why I put this one on it.
Mm.
I really like this one because this is a bucket
Beautiful.
list trip from Barcelona. You're going to Nice, which is France. You're going to Rome. Of course, remember, it's not in Rome because Rome is inland, so you're going to travel a little bit. Of course, you're going to visit Salerno, which is a multi-course. You're going to go to Sicily, which is the original, right? You're going to go to Spain, which is Mallorca, and then of course you come right back to Barcelona. This, my friend, is bucket list time. This is another great one, which most people won't even think about doing this, right? Walter?
I talked to some clients about their wait, what? Cairo overnight? I'm like, yes, Virgin Voyages, Cairo overnight.
No, you wouldn't even think about doing this one if you don't have an amazing travel advisor like Walter or the team that will tell you that that this is possible. This is possible, and look at the fare. The fare starts at $2,600. Man, let me tell you, that is bucket list item for not
It
very.
is.
And then of course you're gonna leave from Amsterdam.
Such a cool city. Such a cool city.
This is the most popular ticket right now. You are going.
It's hot. It's so hot. We crashed the system last night.
It's so
Literally,
hot.
12:02 a.m. We crashed the system last night. Yeah, this
Guys,
is hot.
Just remember, there are other cruise lines that go to North Pole and go through Amsterdam, but they're not adults only. They're not like us. There's a big difference.
They're definitely not like Virgin
They're not like
Voyages.
us. I mean, I don't know how to say it any other way, right?
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
not like us. So apart from Europe, we also do the West Coast, and the West Coast is the best coast, as they say. And we sail one ship. We sail beautiful, brilliant lady. She goes,
Yeah.
she's a little slimmer, by the way. So they're all built the exact same way. She's a little slimmer, and she's slimmer because she's younger, That's what they say in a way. I don't know.
You are.
But she's brand
Yeah.
new, and she goes through the Panama Canal. And then, of course, once she goes through the Panama Canal, she goes to the West Coast, LA, and then she does those Mexican Riviera sailings, right? Ensenada and things like that. And then, of course, she goes up to Alaska, which is, oh boy, Alaska is, again, one of my bucket list places for ports.
Yeah.
You're talking about whether it's Juneau, whether it's Sitka, the largest landmass city in the United States, things like that, right? It is truly bucket list item. And
Yeah.
our menus are changing on most of our restaurants because we want to make sure that we indulge in some of the local cuisine, right?
Absolutely.
So look at this. Look at Alaska. Alaska, again, really good fares. Very, very good fares. Now, if you love going across the Atlantic, if that's your thing, Walter and myself were talking, and he's like, "Mark, I love this," and I'm like, "No, I know it. It's not my thing. I'm on 7 days."
Yeah, we did 13 nights from Canada to Miami, and that was glorious.
That was glorious. Yeah.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
No, Walter. I'm 7 days and I'm done. 9 days. But some people like the transition.
We loved the long stuff. Yeah.
Right? So you go across. So yeah, it is truly brilliant for you there, travel advisors. This is what's called your seasonal and strategic or tactical discount. And I'll tell you the difference. So what Virgin Voyages does is every season we have our seasonal promotions. Right now is free balcony. So if you notice, the sea view and the limited view balconies are the same exact price. Because what it is that we want to be able to upgrade you into Central Sea Terrace and so on, right? We want to be able to upgrade you. So the free balcony upgrade is because the price of the sea view is the same as the price of the lowest balcony. So you'll get that free balcony upgrade, then you'll get 70% off the second sailor, really critical. Now, those will last throughout the entire season. By the way, so you know, first quarter, which is wave season, is when you find that the discounts, the promotions are the best. So you book that. That's when you really should be booking. If you know when you're going to travel. The second thing I want to point out to you is that perk. It's that we call it kickers internally at Virgin Voyages. It's that up to $500 onboard credit. And what you'll see is that these come and go. Sometimes it's 1 week, sometimes it's 2 weeks, and they focus on different sailings. And here's the thing, Walter knows this, and Walter will offer it to you with urgency. He is not faking it, guys. He will tell you need to book it now. This one in particular goes away, and this is for your European sailings, by the way. $500 onboard credit goes away on the 19th midnight, right? Yeah. Don't forget that. And then there's another one that's going to come, maybe the Caribbean, long Caribbean, maybe short Caribbean. It will come. It lasts about a week. But just so you know, when you hear Walter says, guys, and it's up to $500 because, there's suites and there's, sea terraces and so on. So there's different levels up to $500. But when you hear Walter talk about that and he goes, you got to jump on it right now, believe me, he is telling the truth. Now, he always tells the truth. He always does. He's such a good person. So don't forget to ask about your resident rate if you are in Florida, Georgia, Puerto Rico, Canada. California is not here, but yes, it is also California, New York, Connecticut, right? So that is important. Your resident rate is important. Now, because you're joining me tonight, thank you, Walter. Because you're joining me tonight, if you book with Walter between now and the 19th, I'm going to offer you a $50 bar tab on your next sailing. And you go ahead and book, and Walter will make sure that you have your $50 bar tab ready for you.
You got it.
It's for all. It's for everybody. It's our CEO as a way of saying it's not age, it's vibe. I love that. It's vibe. VIBE. It's not age, it's vibe. Because you could be 60 years old and you feel nice and young and you want to do your wellness, eat well. You could be 25 years old. Here's the thing that I noticed on Our Lady trip. You will see a mom with her daughter, and the daughter is probably in college, and mom is showing her, hey, look, this is what the finer things in life look like. Here's the thing that you will quickly notice. When you're on Our Lady ships, you will see that 18-year-old behave so maturely. Why? Because that's the way humans are. That's how we behave. We see around you, everybody really behaving in a sophisticated manner. You don't want to find something. You want to fall in. But it's for everybody, right? I love
If you're young at heart, Virgin Voyages is for you. And by the way, I'm going to tag team on that up to $500 onboard credit. Another good reason to book with me is because I can add more onboard credit. We add first mate sailor loot. Like last night, I was booking, or I guess this morning, I was booking the Arctic Circle. All the bookings were getting another $200 added on top of first mate sailor loot, on top of what Virgin Voyages was offering.
Right.
So
you know,
that's one of the perks of booking with a top 100 first mate. Sometimes you get more sailor loot thrown on top.
guys, he is not kidding. He truly is one of the very best we offer here to the world. And I'm so proud to work with Walter. Walter, I'm so proud to work with you. You are so good.
Well, thank you.
Patient, you're kind, and you are very, very knowledgeable.
Yes, and I do fly off the handle sometimes because I'm very protective of my sailors and I want them to get what's right. But at the end of the day, you and Julia are just truly amazing, and I appreciate all of your support of Where's Walter Travel. Not only myself, but Corey, Mindy, and John.
Yes.
And we got one final question tonight. Thank you for some of the kind words, because you did talk about repositioning. Deb McGill, what's the vibe on those repositioning cruises? Does it tend to be a little more low-key? I experienced one of them, but what about you?
That is straight your question. Listen, I'm zipping. Right? Because before you guys, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Walter, you take it away, buddy. I am done.
So we did 16 nights from Quebec to Miami. And honestly, the vibe wasn't as low-key as you would think it would be. Obviously, if you just want to relax by the pool and hang out. But the schedule seemed to be more full because we had more sea days. So if you wanted to, like, they had extra trivia going on, extra Sudoku, extra crafts. They do a lot of crafts on Virgin Voyages, and you would not believe how many people are jammed in doing whatever craft it is. You know, you think, oh, it's adults only. They're going to do all this risque stuff. No, we do all kinds of fun stuff. Speed puzzling. 300-piece puzzle. You got an hour to put it together. First team wins. They all get cocktail. So I would say the schedule was actually more full if you wanted to do stuff on the longer voyage than we've seen it on the shorter voyages, because on the shorter voyages, you're kind of getting off and coming back on and doing all this stuff. So yeah.
What do you call those little shows where I can't never remember the name of it? Like they talk about like it's like a quiz, and they talk like who sing this song or who was this. What do you call those?
Well, just little trivia game shows, game shows.
Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, people go crazy
yes
with these things. People get dead serious, like they get so serious. You know what I mean? There's a whole crowd, and if you go back 10 times, there's the same 10 people, same 150 people or whatever it is.
Yeah.
They are fans of these.
Oh, yeah. And we didn't even mention the fact that Virgin Voyages has the Diva, who is one of the most fun people. I have sailed with Carlos 3 times, and I love Carlos.
Diva. And you know what
Yes.
I love about the Diva? The Diva, first of all, knows everything about the ship, right? So anything you ever want to know, and this is another thing I love, right? So it's 2 o'clock. You probably just woke up. You take a little snooze like I do, you know, because I know you were up early in the morning. Guys, we partied all night. You probably took a little 1 o'clock snooze.
Yeah, maybe.
You're walking out of your cabin, you go, you know, and you see the Diva. And you say, Diva, hey, listen, give me an update. What's going on right now? And the Diva, bam, 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 bam.
Yeah.
I love that.
I love it too. And we actually had dinner with the Diva one night, but didn't realize it because we were having dinner with her alter ego. And then she started to sing in the cabaret show. I'm like, oh my gosh, we had dinner with Carlos. Did not know that.
I love that.
That was awesome. So you're welcome. Yes, I did stay up late and we got you everything you needed for the Arctic cruise. That was my absolute pleasure doing it. Mimi was on the Quebec City. I'll tell you, that was my favorite Virgin Voyages itinerary so far. Hey, you need to pass this up to the higher ups. Any chance Virgin could start sailing out of Galveston?
Oh my gosh, that is the second time this week I got that same question. What is up with that?
Texas, man. You turn Scarlet Night into a Texas two-step. That would be interesting.
I'm gonna submit that because we meet every Friday with the entire team, CEO, marketing, everybody. We meet every Friday, and actually, I love bringing up new ideas because then it means I'm in the field working, right?
Yeah, and I'm telling you, man, the way I like what you're starting to do. It's something that I had mentioned to the higher ups. Actually, probably the whole 4 years I've been working with you. But you got 4 ships, and for a while there, they were just kind of like just doing the routine, and now you're fine. I was like, why don't you start sending them around the world like other cruise lines that only have 3 or 4 ships? And you're starting to do that. So like a Galveston could be like the Arctic, Scandinavia. You pop in for 4 or 5 sailings, and then you move on. Oh yeah, I could totally see that.
That is exactly right, and it makes me think about something, guys. Rest of the vacation offerings out there, whether it's land or other cruise lines, are whenever you're ready. Whenever you're ready, call me. Virgin Voyages is what I call eventful. Event means that there is a specific date. I'll give you an example. February 16th, 2027.
Oh yeah.
When all 4 lady ships line up in the Caribbean one time.
Yep.
For the whole year, that is the only time they're going to do that. They're all in the Caribbean at different times, but on February the 16th, the lady ships all line up and are doing the little comparison, oh, you look good. Oh, you you look great. Yeah, so that is what we call eventful.
Yes. That is going to be truly amazing, absolutely amazing. And by the way, we have a group. Corey is leading up a group on the Resilient Lady out of Miami. So if you want to be part of that. Now, Sir Richard has promised to be on all 4 ships, and I would not put it past him.
I've heard that too. I'm like,
you know what? I bet he's going to use the speedboat that's on one of the ships. I bet he's going to do that. See, oh, look. Mimi's going to be there. Maybe you'll see Sir Richard do some live streaming. I love it.
Friendly. Mimi, he will just walk up to you and just start chit-chatting with you like he knows you forever. Trust me, that's cute.
I love it. So, Teddy, how's the casino? The casino's super cool. It looks like James Bond is going to come, because they have like the James Bond shutters on the windows. It's non-smoking, which I appreciate.
Me too.
But they do have a smoking room. Anything you want to add about the casino?
It is not crowded. I love that.
Yes.
You go on some ships and oh my gosh, everybody's there. It's not crowded. And the reason why it's not crowded is because there's so many other things to do, like the arcade. And oh, by the way, the arcade is my favorite because you never realize how cool an arcade is until you don't have to pay because it's included, but then there are no kids. And because there's no kids, Walter, what happens is that I'll be next to Walter, and Walter look over at me and he goes, "You want to play this?" And I go, "Yeah."
Oh yeah.
And me and Walter are playing, and then we're adults, so we're not very good.
Oh, you speak for yourself, my friend. I grew up. I'm a kid of the 80s. Every game that's in there is my game. Totally my game. Although they all suck right now. Somebody changed the programming, because when I play them now, I'm not near as good as I was when I was 18. So, so it's not my fault. Somebody changed the programming in the game.
Yeah.
By the way, the arcade is free, everybody. You just hit start. It is so much fun.
Start.
So much fun. Does Virgin Voyages reserve bulk air rates? Virgin Voyages does help with air if you want to. You can book air with Virgin Voyages.
You can start booking it. Yep.
Yep, absolutely. You can book air.
We took a break and then we're back doing it now. So you can do it now. Actually, you are so good. It's within a week. We just started doing that within a week.
See that?
So.
That's how much I stay up on that.
That's right.
I just happened to see something come across. It's just, folks, I get like upwards of 120 emails a day from all the travel partners. They think they're helping us, so they're like sending us this stuff, and we're just getting barraged with stuff.
Just keep mine top of mind, Walter. Mine.
Yeah.
I don't care about anybody else.
and that is something that we do a lot for our sailors. We do help book the hotels, we book the flights, we can do black card transfers. Our black card transfers are phenomenal, and they're not much more expensive than just like, you know, getting an Uber, getting a Lyft, or getting things like that, especially if there's groups of 4, 6, or 8. It's kind of nice to have that nice Mercedes Sprinter van pull up, you got your name on it, and off you go. So that's the Virgin Voyages experience right there.
I keep saying, Walter, our clients work hard.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, guys. You work hard.
Yeah.
This is important to you. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. And Virgin Voyages, the thing about Virgin Voyages is you don't realize what it's like to sail without kids until the second day. It hits you on the second day. And you're like, you know, this is really different. There's something really different. You're like, oh my God, there's no kids. That's what it is. There's no kids. Okay. And we don't have to worry about what we say.
I'll tell you a story that is the crux of exactly what you're talking about. So we were in Cozumel maybe about 2-3 months ago. We got off Scarlet Lady, but a group of us, like 3 or 4 of us, and we're walking off, and we're coming off Scarlet Lady. And remember, you're coming off Scarlet Lady, and you're hearing jazz or some reggae, you know, and you're walking up, we're hopping up, we're gonna go explore Cozumel, and there's another cruise ship in front of us on the dock, and this one had kids. And Walter, for a second there, we just walked into a wall of noise. It was hilarious because for a second we all kind of turned and looked at each other like, and then we just busted out laughing. We all just laughed because it was just for us. It's like, oh my God, that is what kids sound like. We forgot. We almost forgot. And we just laughed. So,
you do forget. You do forget. So awesome. Hey, Mark, we've gone well over an hour. That's amazing. This has been so much fun. See, we're having so much fun. Folks, just imagine sitting down having lunch with this guy. This is what it's like having lunch with this guy. It just goes on and we lose track of time. We're like, oh God, we got to go back to work.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
I love talking with you, Walter. You are so knowledgeable. Bless you, Walter.
Thank you.
Bless your employees. I wish for you the greatest in life. I think you are a fantastic exponent of travel. I think you are a great travel advisor. And I want your business to grow up.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. And thanks to everybody out there. You know, my wife and I, Rebecca, we're very thankful to all of you. We started this not even 4 years ago. We're now a team of 6, which is hard to believe. Myself, Corey, Mindy, John, we are your travel advisors. Phoebe is our amazing assistant. And of course, Rebecca is the incredible researcher behind the scenes. And we will be adding one more person before the end of the year. So y'all are absolutely amazing. Yeah. So folks, this was Virgin Voyages. I hope, you know, we helped to break some myths. I know there's still a lot of myths out there. I'm breaking the myths all the time. So I hope this is helping to dispel some of the myths. If you are young at heart, then you should be on Virgin Voyages. Absolutely. That's really the only rule. Just be young at heart. If you're young at heart, you're going to have an amazing time and you're going to meet all kinds of new friends on board a Virgin Voyage for sure. So Mark, thank you so much for joining us tonight. This was really awesome.
Was indeed mine, Walter. Thank you for inviting me.
Well, thank you. So folks, if we can help you in any way plan your next Virgin Voyage, just reach out to where'swaltertravel.com. Our services are truly 100% free to use. So what do you got to lose? Reach out. Talk to one of the top 100 sales agents in all of North America for Virgin Voyages. Just to, you know, pat my own horn. All right, folks, I will see you guys Sunday morning at 10:30 for another cruise Q&A, and we'll be back here next Thursday night with another guest. Again, Mark, thank you for joining us, and wherever you guys are, have an amazing night, everybody.
Good night.